Welcome back to the Salvage Survival Series, where we can only build small grid blocks, large grid structural, and doors. Joining me is Fuzz, Dan, and occasionally other members of the Court of Fools. Enough talking, let's get to the episode. Don't bother welding that stuff up, because most of this is going to get cut off, Dana.
Yeah, I just wanted to straighten it because it's annoying the living daylights out of me.
You could just grind it down.
Do you have a thing to start shutting salvage into?
Yeah, it's called your rover.
Oh, you're right next to it?
Not yet. But I'm going to get pretty close to it.
Whoops.
There. We're going to need to make basically Fuzz's rover a platform equal to mine.
Just, wow, the roll.
And whatever we color the blocks, whatever we do with the center line, we need to have it be a unique color. Just for ease of identification of center line.
Yeah.
And Fuzz's rover will need to get widened. I mean, because we need to put blocks on the right-hand side that extend it out over the wheels. So.
I think I'm going to make this a permanent lip
Fair enough.
on my rover.
Don't you be giving me no lip. Oh, give me some down. There.
But yeah, I think this is gonna work, and it's despite it being the two rhinos glued together, I still think it's a smaller vehicle than Dano's.
It is.
It is. And it's funny that we agree that it is, because it just is.
Yeah, and our plan would not work with Dano's.
No.
It's too fragile. We need something robust like the Rhino frames. Okay. I'm kind of on the idea of, that there were a couple of small rovers that we found that were 3x3 wheels.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the idea that we try and we dig those up and put one of them so we have a centerline tail support.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can have some oomph on either side of the centerline tail, and the tail can carry some additional stuff for us. Just structurally.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we might need to take out get a smaller rover to attach to it at some point. So we will need a proper miner for that.
Well, you said something about making a modified mini Mura to kind of go with mine.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
And we do have that large, small rover over there. Which one was it? The MPC-2?
Yeah, no, that's exactly the one I was thinking about. Weren't the Kestrels rovers as well?
Oh, those were ships.
Okay,
No, I thought those were ships too, but
alright. Let me check my batteries on the lifter.
the two small thrusters have been constant firing since I fixed them, so.
Or you finished them, yeah.
Or finished them.
Okay. Thrusters. Okay, they should be off now.
Critical.
And something just went boom.
Well, I've got stuff dropping. Bunch of loose things that are damaged.
Alright, the lifter is fully charged.
Critical.
So... we can attempt to lift the other battery whenever we get it free.
Okay.
We're in no real rush.
Well, now we have power. We don't need to be in a rush.
Yeah.
I do have more of the masterwork welders and grinders on the vessel, I think.
Okay.
I think I had made 3 sets, so.
Are those the one with the 3 pips?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was carrying when I died, and things couldn't be recovered.
Ah.
So, Fuzz. I
Yo.
was reading about a proposed 747 variant that was basically a flatbed 747. And the thing that stood out about it was that instead of the wings, the engines hanging from the wings, you had the great big engines on pylons above the wing.
Okay. I think I have seen something similar to that. You remember Thunderbirds?
Yeah.
I believe it was their 3 or 4. It looked a little bit like a Concorde had a baby with a
A flatbed?
SR no SR-71.
Okay.
But anyway, it had its thrusters were on a almost like a conning tower, and there was like 3 of them.
Okay.
Only reason I even know this is my dad has found Thunderbirds on one of those free streaming services the Roku has, or that you can pick up anywhere. And he's been watching that a lot recently.
All right. Fill
I have to give Thunderbirds a lot of credit for a lot of things.
Oh.
Yeah, I something I noticed, and I've noticed this in a lot of other cartoon kiddie shows, let's call them, even though I don't know that Thunderbirds even counts because. Anyway, let's not go there. That's a debate for another day. So they had a VTOL of some sort coming in for a landing.
Yeah.
And just about every other show, game, whatever, you hear the engines winding down as it's coming in for a landing.
Yeah.
This was winding up.
Oh, nice.
Because it has to. You know? I was like, holy shit, props. And, I mean, I'd actually advise go back and watch a little bit of it. I'm surprisingly impressed with a lot of what they had going on with Thunderbirds. As long as you don't, you know, mess with that ugly ass movie that came out. Anyway. There's your random story of the day, I guess. Reminiscent of the days when we picked topics and just randomly talked about it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All I can think of when I think of Thunderbirds now is the Stargate parody that they did.
Who did?
Stargate.
Chicken? Oh, you mean Stargate did a parody?
Yes. For their 200th episode.
Uh-huh.
They had the team as the puppets.
Really?
Yeah, in one sequence, because the whole 200th episode is them trying to there's a previous episode where you find out about somebody learning about Stargate and the Stargate program, and is somewhat
that alien dude?
Somewhat driven nuts, and
oh no, that one. Okay.
Yeah, and they all tie together, but they have a TV show that gets made that is a parody of Stargate in Stargate as Plausible Deniability. And the show only ran for like 3 seasons, and the guy who's the alien that Daniel was talking about is one of the showrunners, and tries to, or they're putting together a movie, and in their 200th episode, all the characters are pitching story ideas. And you have Vala, who is played by Claudia Black, who was Erin in Farscape.
Yep.
She first pitches a parody of not in Kansas anymore. My mind's going blank and I'm pissed off at myself. Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes. A parody of Wizard of Oz, and the guy just looks at her and says, "That's the Wizard of Oz." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't know if you had heard of it or not." And then her next pitch is Farscape.
Nice.
I
love the fact that dude that plays Crichton and Claudia end up in Stargate together.
Well, the best part is that the guy who plays Daniel Jackson is in the role of Crichton. Ben Browder is in the role of Rigel.
Oh, Lord.
Did we want to save that solar panel that's up there?
I mean, is it damaged?
They're both pretty heavily damaged.
Well, I think we'd like to try and... because it's
nothing left of it.
It's a large grid. I'd like to try and save it. You know? Just to have a large grid solar panel. But...
That's why I was asking, because you guys are cutting out the support.
Yeah.
Ow.
Guess we could put that on... Move it over onto... Well, we're going to need to move them... Probably we should weld up the back end of Fuzz's rover at this point, so we have a platform where we can move things onto it. Shift it around.
That's why I'm trying to grab all the scrap plenty of iron.
You want to keep the sort of interior open like you did yours for putting stuff in?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm even thinking about keeping the interior kind of walkway here and making it so we have a proper walkway between the two.
Yeah, I can see that.
What do catwalks need?
Usually beautiful people wearing ugly clothes.
Okay, we're gonna use that one. It uses interior plates, but oh well. Oh, come on. Thank you. I need to put a catwalk over that. Ugh. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's take some interior plates for that. There we go. We can walk between the two rovers now.
Nice.
On the lower deck side. And we can still climb the ladders to get in.
Also nice.
Alright.
What gonna do about this large welder over here?
Yeah, that's on a... I figure we're gonna have to move it for putting the bridge on.
Yeah.
Since I figure we're gonna do that while we're here. So I figure we'll just pick it up and merge it on the back of this thing for now.
Okay.
Part of me says we build up and from the front half back. If if you kind of see what I'm saying with that.
Not really, but I'll just follow suit when you start.
Okay. Alright, get some steel plates.
I hate heavy armor in this game. Or at least in this run.
Oh, because of how heavy it shakes out to be in?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. At some point, if we don't find any more refineries, Dano?
Yep.
We may have to jack a couple refineries out of your thing.
Oh, they're right there on the edge. We could probably just disconnect and slide them out.
True. But I'm just letting him know. That's a long time off.
Oh, yeah.
But it may happen. Alright. And we can clean this up better later. I figure the beacon is probably so far gone that it's not worth it at the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring. Ah, shit.
I'm just running back and forth with steel plates to weld up the back end so we can have a place to put like the solar panels that are worth keeping, that welder, that sort of shit. So we can get the front end cleared out.
Well, I think all scrap might be
Fun.
borking a little bit.
Oh,
I'm getting regular plates back every once in a while.
Your inventory is full.
it is what it is. I mean,
No, it was just observation.
yeah. I mean, every once in a while you might be able to salvage a piece.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Energy low.
I love how Daniel was like, it's not, it's fun, but yeah, it's not worth it before you finished your statement.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Okay, that's a merge block. We don't want to weld that up.
No, I don't mind all scrap. I just notice it possibly borking a bit.
I like all scrap because it makes you have to think.
Yep, because you place something down too soon, you've got to turn around and
Yeah.
remanufacture.
And this whole build process that we're doing is space engineers think.
Yeah.
Think about what you're doing. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, subscribe, and all that other YouTube jazz. And there's a link to our Discord server in the description below. And until next time, bye.